You can take two equally skilled traders trading the exact same trading strategy, and one will scale to 7 figures and beyond, while the other just gets stuck in the boom and bust cycle and burns himself out and eventually gives up. There's a reason beyond skill and strategy that makes traders scale, and has everything to do with your psychology, and in particular, what you see your level of worth is relative to the account you're trading at the time. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can scale from 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 figures quickly with a simple mental model that I've developed and taught to many traders who've used it to scale to 7 figures successfully. Now, before we get into it, make sure you comment your biggest trading psychology challenge. I want to offer you some help. Now, you can either be the slave of the money you're trading, meaning you're run by it, or you can be the master of it, which means you run it. And many traders come into trading because they want financial independence and they want to make money independent from a job and not be a slave of a job. And they end up becoming a slave of their own trading strategy and the capital they're trading. So I want to show you how you can transcend this dynamic and go from slave to master, where you're in control of your trading and the money you're trading so that you run it successfully and you can pull consistent payouts. The easiest analogy that everybody will understand is imagine yourself in the dating field. There are literally people you look up to, you put up on a pedestal, you think they're better looking or wealthier or better socially connected or have a better body, and you literally say to yourself, that individual's out of my league. And you put them up on the pedestal, and if you're dating them, you're the slave of them because you're doing what they want to do and you're afraid to say no out of fear of losing them. So whatever you're infatuated with and you put up on the pedestal, you become the slave of out of fear of losing them. And so too, there are people in the dating field that you perceive you're better than, and you think you're better looking or wealthier or better socially connected or have a better body or whatever it is, and they bend to your will out of fear of losing you. So as a trader, if we're infatuated with a certain amount of capital or trading a certain level, and we put it up on the pedestal, then we're now run by that amount of capital out of fear of losing it, out of fear of missing out on opportunities, out of fear. But if we take that capital off the pedestal and we don't put it below us or above us, but we see it for what it truly is, and we have a balanced perspective on it, then we're no longer fearing the loss of it or fearing missing out of it. We feel resonant with that amount of capital, and that's the amount of capital we trade. That's the level we resonate on. Just like if you're in the dating field and you find someone that you believe is a match, and that's the individual you end up dating long term. So for this example, let's imagine you're risking 1% per trade and you've got an average risk to reward of 3 to 1. And let's say in your mind, you've already transcended the $1,000 account, which means you are right here in between trading a $1,000 account and a $10,000 account. What this means is that you are a master of the $1,000 account, but you're still a slave of the $10,000 account. Meaning you can take a $10 loss, which is 1% of $1,000, that's what you're risking, and you can take a $30 win, 3 to 1, $1,000 account, risking 1%, and you are not emotionally deterred by this outcome. Meaning you're not fearing the gain of this or fearing the loss of this. You don't fear the loss of $10, or you don't fear the gain of a $10 loss, whichever way you want to look at it, and you're not fearing missing out on the profit of potentially $30. You've transcended that level. The emotional attachment to $10 and $30 is not in your mind. So you're a master of this area. You don't see gain or loss as either good or bad. You see it as neither good nor bad, and you've transcended outcome-based thinking. You can stick to your trading plan. You're in process-based thinking. You can stick to your trading plan irrespective of a $10 loss or a $30 gain. You're emotionally undeterred, just stick to your trading plan. But you are still a slave of the next level, the $10,000 level, because you're fearing the gain of a $100 loss and you're fearing the loss of a $300 win. So you are a slave of the $10,000 level. It's not until you can neutralize the resentment to the $100 loss and the infatuation with a $300 win that you can truly transcend outcome-based thinking to process-based thinking and be resonant on that higher level, which now you've got the $100,000 account challenge, which each loss is now $1,000 and each gain is now $3,000. So if you're now resonating on this level and you're a slave of these amounts, but you're a master of this amount, what you have to do is you have to learn to neutralize the resentment of the 1,000 and the infatuation of the 3,000 So you can transcend from outcome-based thinking to process-based thinking and just stick to your trading plan irrespective of the outcome. You can just stick to your trading plan, and that's when you can truly transcend outcome-based thinking to process-based thinking. And then trading doesn't become easier, it doesn't become better. You now have the new challenge, which is the $1 million challenge, which you now have to learn to manage the paradox of a $10,000 loss and a $30,000 win. And until you can find the benefits of that and neutralize the infatuation of that, you're going to be a slave of the $1 million account. When you do, you can transcend outcome-based thinking and process-based thinking, meaning you can just stick to your trading plan irrespective of the outcome on the $1 million account. And now you're the master of the $1 million account. You can go beyond that. So transcending the levels is about learning to manage the paradox of the loss and the win. And the best traders are not emotionally fearing the loss of this or greedy over the gain of this. And they're not run by fear and greed, but they've learned to integrate that and they can transcend outcome-based thinking. They know when they take a $100 loss, they can easily see the benefits of that. They know that a $100 loss, okay, cool, that just reminds me of the risks in the market. That raises the importance of sticking to their plan, and they just use it as a little bit of a touch of a hot stove, and now they're back to sticking to their trading plan. They don't ruminate on that $100 loss. They're, okay, back to my trading plan. And when they take a $300 win, it's no big deal. They don't get elated by it. They don't get puffed up by it, but they go back to their trading plan. And when you can be in that state of not attached to this outcome down here and truly transcend to process-based thinking, you're now ready to trade the next amount of capital, the next level. And the way you get out of outcome-based thinking is by utilizing the last 3 YouTube videos I posted. I showed you how to take a trading edge and put it into a profitable trading strategy. I showed you a pre and post trading mindset routine. I then showed you how you can get access to more and more capital. In particular, video 1 and video 2 are going to help you manage the resentment to losing and the infatuation with winning and stick to your mechanical trading plan so you can transcend out of outcome-based thinking to process-based thinking. And those are going to be the major first steps that you take to mastering your trading psychology so you can get out of the fear of this and the fear of losing this and go to process-based thinking so you can go to the next level and trade more capital and stick to your trading plan on that more capital. Because if you're really fearing the loss of this, you're not going to take a trade that's presented to you. And if you're really greedy over this, you're going to take trades that aren't ready in the market just yet. You're going to deviate from your plan. So you need to learn how to manage the fear and greed here so you can successfully stick to your trading plan on the next level. And then when you do that, you go to the next level and you have to learn to manage this and this so you can stick to your trading plan on this amount of capital. Everything I teach in this YouTube channel and everything I teach in my mentorship program and one-on-one coaching is helping traders manage the negative of this and manage the positive of this so they can get out of outcome-based thinking to process-based thinking to their higher processes so they can scale quickly through the accounts while sticking to their plan, getting consistent payouts, and growing as traders. So traders, if you found this useful and it was eye-opening, make sure you like and subscribe. It tells YouTube it's valuable content, and it also keeps you up to date with my recent releases so you don't miss anything. And make sure if you haven't already, you go back to watch video 1 and video 2. I'll link them in the description below, and that way you're gonna have the most complete understanding of everything I've talked about in this video.